loved by you. Well, 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 well. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Needed a shelter, someone's arms, and there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotions. I won't stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Hey, now, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Close my eyes at night and wonder where would I be without you in my life. Everything was just a bore. Seems like all those places, you know, it seems like all places I've been there before. But you brighten up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I won't stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Put those hands together one more time. That feels so good. Come on. Yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, sounds so good. Hey! Flournoy. You've been better to me than I've been to myself. Me that you and nobody else. I won't stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. Thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Yeah, yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Come on, y'all. Yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh. It's so sweet, oh so sweet, yeah. Now at this time, I believe Kevin wants to break it down. He wants to hear you join us on this song, right? So we know you know the words. It's how sweet it is to be loved by you. Can you join us on that? Okay, here we go. And how sweet it is to be loved by you. Sound good, but I wish I could hear you a little louder. Come on, y'all. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, we love you too, and it is sweet to be loved by you. Yeah, 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 yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like honey to my soul, yeah, yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Well, 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 how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Hi, everybody. I'm so honored to be one of the hosts for this amazing series. Kevin and I go way, way, way back. We used to play in the club here in San Diego called Anthology. We were in the house band there and knew each other even prior to that. But we've been really, really good friends for many, many years. One of my favorite stories is one day he asked me if I could pick up his daughter from school. You remember that? There was just this one time, it just couldn't work out. He's like, hey, I need you to pick up my kid. And I was like, no problem. So I went and picked her up. And what's funny about that story is, I don't have any children, so I have no idea, And so I was like, come on in. I tried to put her in the front seat. She's like, I can't get in the front seat. I'm too little. So that memory always sticks with me. And she's in college now. She's grown. I mean, that's how long we've known each other. So I just love Kevin and his beautiful family. You're in for a beautiful musical treat. Without further ado, give it up for Kevin Flournoy.
One of the records I released recently was a tune called Smooth It Over. Smooth It Over, I had a special guest, Ronnie Laws, is a saxophonist. Those from that time period will understand who he is. And I have a special guest today. Come up, Rissa. Rissa's gonna play the part of Ronnie Laws tonight. So these tunes, the first few tunes I'm doing, you can go to any of the social media sites and hear them, buy them, play them, put them on your playlist. So let's do this, Smooth It Over. Marissa Nicole, y'all. Marissa Nicole, thank you, thank you. She does such a good job. I think I might have her back a little later. So I released that song a few months ago, so if you have a chance, go check that out. I might have to do another version with Marissa on it. So a couple of rehearsals ago, we were practicing, between songs. Sometimes we play other things just to be playful. And this is about 3 weeks ago. So we were playing the song, and Anya here, this is Anya. She started singing the song. And I said, that sounds really good, so let's try doing that. So here we are.
Yes. He was like, can you sing this on Sunday? And I was like, I don't know, that's tomorrow. I don't know the verse.
We're going to feature Anya and also Fred Clark here on guitar. Fred, uh-oh. You're going to come out front? Yeah, you're going to come out front.
And still are one, drying in the color of the evening sun. Tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clench a lifetime's argument, that nothing comes from violence, nothing ever could. For I was born beneath that angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. If blood will flow when flesh and steel are one, drying in the color of the evening sun, tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clench a lifetime's argument, that nothing comes from violence, nothing ever could. For those born beneath that angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say
Anya Neeson.
Thank you, Kevin. And Fred Clark.
Ooh, that was good, that was good. We're gonna keep that in the set for the next show. I like that, I like that. So, like I said, these songs we're doing are very special. This one is a release about a couple months ago. I released a song which is a very moving and touching song called To the Water. I have my two special guests coming up. Dionne Wilburn is the vocalist for this one. This is Hannah Barron playing cello. Come on, Hannah. A very interesting thing about Hannah is that I went to high school with her father. And he's sitting back there. So we got to make this good.
I walked into the bedroom on a rainy afternoon, and I heard you say to me, not a moment too soon. You said, child, don't you worry, I will always be with you. From the way you looked at me, I believed it to be true when you said, then you said, I'm ready to close my eyes, steady and hold tight. I'm gonna be crossing over to heaven in the great divide, and I'm ready to close my eyes, steady and oh so wise. I can feel it pull me under, steady as a rising tide. Take me to the water, by the road that leads me down. Lay me down. It was early in the evening. You gave all that you could give, and I felt you leaving me. But I learned how to live when you said, hey, when you said, I'm ready to close my eyes, so steady and hold tight. I'm gonna be crossing over to heaven and the great divide, and I'm ready to close my eyes, so steady and oh so wide. I can feel it pull me under, steady as a rising tide. Oh, take me to the water, by the road that leads me down. Lay me down. I'm gonna be crossing over to heaven in the great divide, and I'm ready to close my eyes. They're heavy and oh so wide. I can feel it pull me under, steady as a rising tide. Hey, take me to the water, by the road that leads me down. Take me to
Donnie Wilburn, Hannah Barron, to the water, y'all.
Woo! Got chills over there. How you feeling so far with this amazing concert? Woo! This is beautiful. Well, as you know, as mentioned before, I've known Kevin. Kevin and I have been friends for a very long time. He is originally from San Diego, so this is one of our very own, y'all. So
I am home.
He lives in LA now, but he is a San Diego boy through and through. So I want to ask a couple questions. That way you can get to know him a little bit. Kevin Flournoy. I feel like I should have a tie on or something. Please share something about your practice regimen in the early days of developing your craft.
Practice regimen, that sounds exciting.
Yes.
You say the early days.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, I didn't really start on piano. So I started taking lessons like most young people do. Young age, 7 years old, on guitar actually.
Right.
And did a couple of years on guitar playing American folk music. And I kind of felt that was hard to do. So I switched up. Fred kept with it here. Yeah, you kept with it, but I couldn't handle it. And so I actually migrated to organ. And so the practice regimen, usually when you're taking lessons, there's a certain amount of time. And my father used to say like an hour a day. It was horrible. Because an hour goes very slow when you're practicing. When you're practicing music, you're not really into or scales.
Right.
And you're playing. So after the hour, though, I would play for myself, playing music for myself, and that would be hours after that. So the practice regimen was to learn how to play, learn how to read. But after that, the fun part can go on for hours. When I got into college, sometimes we would play for hours, 8 hours, 9 hours. And get in a room, and I think all of us were there, right? Hours and hours. Yeah. When you get older, you don't have that kind of time.
Right.
Yeah.
So take advantage while you can, while you don't have bills to pay and all those things, right? What I think is hilarious, you're like, I was playing folk guitar. I gave that up for organ, which is funny because you have to use all 4 of your limbs to play the organ.
Yes.
So
So at the
that's
time
hilarious.
that I played organ, I couldn't reach the pedals because you're playing 2 hands and the feet.
Yeah.
So I can barely reach them, but I figured it out. I grew.
Yeah, you did. That's amazing. Okay, so what was the music that inspired you as a listener early in your career and that influenced the music that you create today?
It's kind of interesting. Early in my career, you know, back when we used to listen to radio and you heard everybody, from Elton John, Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, everybody was on the radio, soft rock. I was inspired by all of that.
Yeah.
And so it was very musical, very musical. So what I would do is, you know, you let, I guess we had boom box back then, the cassette.
Yes, yeah.
You let it play and try to catch them off the radio. And then I would learn how to play. If Lionel Richie was doing something on the radio, I would learn how to play each song.
Yeah.
And then from that, I became educated in pop music. Because when I started learning piano, you know, it's a classical approach. When the teacher comes in, it's a classical thing they do. And so after hours again, listen to the radio and learn how to play some of those nice songs that were, you know all the songs.
Yeah, add the intricacies and all that
Yes,
stuff. Yeah, I love it. So it's pretty apropos that we are here on a UCSD extension facility because you have some pretty cool ties to UCSD. Kevin has a bachelor's in science in electrical engineering with a minor in music science and technology from UCSD. Have you? Yes, give that some love. So I was wondering, aside from that, which is already in and of itself amazing, I was just curious, have you been able to use, I mean, obviously the one in musical science and technology, that's music related, but have you been able to use your degree in electrical engineering somehow in your craft today?
You know, the thing about electrical engineering, I played in the big band at UCSD, and almost everybody was an engineer in the band because that side of the brain was what made the music happen. And so the music science and technology geared me toward I think those classes were about producing, really. New computers were coming out. Remember the Mac Plus? Or what was it with the drive? And I remember one of the professors brought out, it was a huge box, and he said, this is a CD player. And it costs $10,000, right? And so I was on the cutting edge of that. We were learning how to program with the computers. I think it was performer, not digital, because the digital age wasn't in yet. Yeah. And so through that kind of segued into my production career now. But the engineering part, engineering is heavy in math, physics, and all that. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Well, I love how you've been able to, kind of mesh the two together
Yes.
and continue to craft such beautiful music. So we're just so grateful, so grateful. For my last question, and this one you can probably pass around if you have anybody that you want to share. But my question is, so as was mentioned in the beginning, Andrew mentioned that you've worked with some incredible artists that we all know, Chaka Khan, Pointer Sisters, Jamie Foxx, Dionne Warwick, Donny Osmond. The list really goes on and on. So do you have a favorite story concerning one or two of those artists or any of these wonderful musicians that you have on stage?
Let me ask first. Our bass player is Melvin Lee Davis. You can give him a hand. So Melvin is the current music director for Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
So anytime you pull up a video or what's the latest thing you got? The 50th anniversary of something. Tiny Desk. Put up the Tiny Desk for Chaka. You see him smiling in the back, playing bass. And I would imagine Melvin has many stories, but there's some that we don't tell. And I got a couple of those, yeah. I do have one. It's not really a funny story, but when I first started in 2015, and Melvin had called me, the way you get these gigs, you got to be friends with the musical director, and you got to know him. Then they may call
Melvin.
you.
Hi, that's it.
And so I got put on the tour, and Chaka has a lot of songs, a big library, and they're very musical. So what I try to do is learn the songs the way they are, because they usually provide a tape of the last guy who was playing, so you don't want to deviate too far from that, and play that so she'll be happy. I think my first show was in Chicago when they get that street. I think remember that Chicago out there. I don't even think we rehearsed. I was just out there. Australia. That was a big one. Yeah. And so I was going through the process of my regimen, which I played the songs. And so back then, I think we had iPads back then. We was good. And so I'm reading the songs for Chaka because I don't want to miss any notes. You don't want to miss anything. But you get to the point where you want to memorize it so you can flow with the music. And there's a song that's, I won't say it's hard, but Through the Fire. You guys know that one. Yeah, that lot change. Yeah, and so I was still reading. That's one song I was still reading. I was trying to memorize the whole show. We were in Australia. In Australia, it's like 80,000 people out. It's like a big show, and so it was time on the set list we came to the point where we get ready to play that song, and the guitar player Fred, I think his name Fred, was it Fred Fox? Yeah, Fred. Eric. Yeah, yeah. So he had his iPad. I had mine. Through the Fire was coming up, and I hadn't really memorized it. As soon as they announced it, my iPad went black. It just went dark, and so I was like, oh no. So I turned over to the guitar player and said, I need to look at those chords when we play, because there's no way I was going to get through that without it being, I was safe because he helped me out. But that was terrifying though.
My gosh.
He didn't even know. Now he hadn't heard this story. It sounded good, didn't it? It was all right, huh? Yeah.
The guitar player had a cape on that day, huh?
Yeah.
Save Kevin. Wow.
I want to say too, I don't know if Fred got some stories. So when I first met Fred, it was late 90s, right? Early 90s. And Big Mountain.
Yeah, Big Mountain from San Diego too. Big Mountain.
It's one of the first tours I did with vocalist was Tina Marie. And Fred and I did about 3 years. I did 3 years. He probably kept on playing. Yeah, he kept going forever. Yeah. And and so when you play with Tina Marie, and then it was around the time where they let Rick James out. and so I remember he came on.
When he came home last night.
Yeah, so he was. So Rick, when he got out, he would hang out with us, trying to get the feel. Then he got on stage at Universal in L.A. and sang the duet "Fire and Desire." for the first time. It was incredible.
The intro to Fighting Loud was 45 minutes.
Yeah, and then you know, they have everything on the big screens, and then he kind of came around, the keyboards was playing, you know, he was doing his thing. But it was an interesting thing hanging out with him. And I'm sure Fred got all kind of stories.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, because T. Marie's tour bus, yeah, it was a party. It was.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
See Fred later after the show.
The memoir's coming out.
Disclosure, you got to sign the NDA.
Yeah, nice. Well, just wanted to give you a little insight on Kevin, of course, and just what, you know, the pieces that he's been through that make up who he is and what you get to see today. It's just, you know, I love unfolding that a little bit like an onion. We get to know a little bit more of the layers. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you to these wonderful musicians and artists. And since I'm up here, I'm going to sing a song.
Up here, why don't you sing one?
If that's all right.
Just like we used to do in the old days.
We're going to do a song originally was made famous by Louis Armstrong. And we're going to definitely give it a different vibe. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful
dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, 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 the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. Oh, see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, hey, what a wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, what a wonderful, wonderful world. Yeah. Oh, 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 what a wonderful world. Wonderful world. Wonderful world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah. Hey, oh. Wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Rebecca J, Rebecca J.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful song, wonderful world.
Thank you.
I think I need a break from thinking so hard. So, Anya, I'm getting everybody up here. And the reason why I'm playing this song is because I like it.
That's a good
Sorry, I never told you all I wanted to say. Now it's too late to hold you, 'cause you've flown away, so far away.
Never had I imagined living without your smile, feeling, knowing you hear me, it keeps me alive, alive, and I know you're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends we've lost along the way, and I know eventually we'll be together, together, one sweet day.
Sorry, I never showed you. Assumed you'd always be there. I took your presence for granted, but I always cared, and I miss the love we shared.
I know you're shining down on me from heaven.
sweet day.
Sorry, I never told you
All I wanted to say.
Anybody know the name of that song? That was nice. I got to do my flagship song. I released a song a year and a half ago, which has been out there. It's a remake of the SOS Band tune called Tell Me If You Still Care.
Hey, baby. Where have you been? How come I haven't talked to you? It's been a long time. What's up?
Tell me if you still care about me. Tell me if you still care about me.
Let me know. Have you started losing your love for me? And if so, will you still continue to be on my side?
Tell me,
Do
you still care
you care?
about me?
You can tell me, babe.
Tell me,
Ooh, how
do you still care
about me? I was so insecure with you. Do you still want me? I let go of the feelings that you were still on my baby.
Tell me,
Do you care?
do you still care
Yeah.
about me?
You can tell me, babe.
Tell me,
Do
you still care
about me?
about me?
Must we both go on being confused and placing blame? My heart knows you're my number one. Do you feel the same way too?
Tell me,
Do
do you still care
about me?
about me?
You can tell me, babe.
Tell me,
Oh, tell
do you still care
about me. Yes, I know that I still love you. You're forever on my mind. And it's hard, baby, to let go that you owe my love. I say you blow my mind.
and you captured all my love with your sweetness, and I give it to you, baby, from the heart.
Straight from my heart.
If we really care for each other, then tell me, baby,
Tell me, baby,
why
to sing along. That's right. So, Kevin, I think the lyrics are tell me that you still care. All right? Here we go. Tell me, do you still care about me? Come on, y'all. Y'all can help me out. Come on. Tell me,
That's it.
do you still care about me?
One more
hear you
time.
over
Come on,
here. Come
louder.
on
Come
now.
on.
Oh, do you still care about me? What I do? Tell me, ooh, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, oh,
Tell me, baby, do you still care?
do you still care?
Do you
The
still
way you hold me,
Do you still
squeeze me,
care?
love me, baby. Tell me, do you still care about me?
Tell me about it.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, tell me if you still care, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Anya Neeson. Band was swinging.
Yeah.
So this on drums is Donnell Spencer Jr. You see him playing drums and singing. I'm gonna do a piano thing. It's been a while. It's called The Safest Place. Safest Place. That's the newest cut. They don't have a beat on it, but it's still fun to play.
Beautiful, bro.
Thanks, thanks. I got another song I'm gonna sneak in here that I wrote. Released that a few months ago. Since I play jazz and classical, I wanted to release a song where I wrote the lyrics and wrote the song and produced the song, did everything but the song. So you can check this out. It's called You're All I Need.
Okay.
All these songs are available if you go on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, whatever you listen to music on, it's up there. You'll see, just put my name in there, you see a bunch of stuff pop up that you can listen to.
All my life, I've searched the world for a love that would prove me wrong, prove me right. So in other words, I've been looking for you each night. Feels so new, it's like paradise. And in time, I'll say I'll do with open eyes. You're all I need. You bring out the best part of me. You make a difference in my everyday. Brace me for the storms, chase the clouds away. No more goodbyes. You're the only one I need in my life. You're all I see. You know that you're all I need.
Time after time, I was the lonely one. Suddenly, what was wrong turned out right. I can feel the ray of sun washing over me, so warm, so new. Feels like summertime. A never-ending dream that keeps coming true, and I know why.
You're all I need. You bring out the best part of me. You make a difference in my everyday. Brace me for the storm, chase the clouds away. No more goodbyes. You're the only one I need in my life. You're all I see. You know that you're all I need.
You know that you are all I need.
You bring out the best part of me. You make a difference in my everyday. Brace me for the storm, chase the clouds away.
No more goodbyes.
You're the only one I need in my life. You're all I see. You know that you're all I need. You're all I see. You know that you're all I need.
All right, you're all I need. Anya Neeson. Adam Jackson. Before we do a little something finale, I want to try. This is something that's not out yet that I've written, so I'm gonna try it out on you guys. Let them percolate a little bit. Melvin Davis on bass. Fred Clark on guitar. Donnell Spencer Jr. Melvin with the last note to save. So that's called Move It Over, which will be coming out soon, hopefully. Since everybody's up here, Donnell. Yeah, everybody up here has done some time with Chaka Khan. So we're gonna play one of those songs that we do. Hey, Melvin, this is the club version.
you. Didn't know it was love. The next thing I know, you holding me close. What was I gonna do? I let myself go. Now we're flying through the stars. Hope tonight will last forever. I've been waiting for you. It's been so long. And I know what to do when I heard your song. Filled my heart with bliss, gave me reason. How could I resist? I need this feeling. And now we're flying through the stars. Hope tonight will last forever. Sing if you know it. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Ain't nobody loves me better. Makes me happy. Makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. I'll wait for my time to come. Bring it to me. I can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one will feel. Must be dreaming. Want this dream to be real. Need this feeling. Make my wish upon a star. Hope this night will last forever. Sing! Oh, 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 oh. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. Makes me happy. Makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody, nobody, baby. Makes me better. Nobody. Nobody loves me better. Oh, at first you put your arms around me. Then you put your charms around me. I can't resist this sweet surrender. Oh, my nights are warm and tender. We stare into each other's eyes. And what we think is no surprise. Oh, got a feeling most would treasure. Oh, and a love so deep we cannot measure. Nobody that can make me feel this way. Feel this way. Ain't nobody, nobody, baby. Nobody, nobody can make me feel this way. Ain't nobody, nobody, baby. Nobody can make me feel this way. Ain't nobody. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nobody makes me feel this way. Nobody, nobody, no. Makes me, nobody makes me feel this way.
Thank you. Thanks.
Kevin Flournoy!
Thanks for coming out.